cool with that. That's not out of line.
AK-47. It's a functional firearm. It works great.
And it shoots a big enough bullet to stop things.
Yeah, that's my motion for the question.
This is what I love about you AK-47 guys. You guys talk about how much larger and more effective at stopping things the AK-47 round is.
Handcrafting, that's where your cost goes out the window, particularly if it's just you as one person. You know what I mean?
Like you're saying, Hush, if you're the one doing it, like you can't, for some things you almost can't even charge for that because it would be cost prohibitive then if you had to charge for the amount of time that you personally put into something.
Right. So I mean, if you're talking about the production of furniture for an AK-47, you're like, okay, well, yeah, you could probably crank out a couple sets a day. But then, how do you also manage your website? How do you also manage the books? How do you also do all the things that business requires? So the artisan skills are dying away, and they're going to China where they mass produce things, where they pay very cheap wages to be able to pay people to do those things. So anytime you have the opportunity to support something you like that makes an artisan product, you should, because it, right? I mean, you really should. And I'm very interested in this. They're in California. I'd even like to go check them out and see them. But you really have to think about the opportunity of the businesses and where they could be spending their money and their time. And they chose to make these furniture pieces, for example, for AK-47s. That's huge. And they do. Those pictures are amazing. I think they speak for themselves. Hey, what's up, guys? So we're doing a live hangout AK-47 podcast over on gunchannels.com. Just check it out. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm going to put you on top of the refrigerator here. So this week has been an interesting week. One of my more interesting travel weeks. And I'm going to talk very briefly. So we got here. I was supposed to be here for 2 weeks. Two weeks. Only ended up staying for -1 day because I'm that good. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I had a test event. I'm doing something for work. Don't want to go into any kind of detail because it doesn't really matter. And actually, it's not that interesting. But I was supposed to be here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And that meant that I couldn't go to SHOT Show. This was the SHOT Show that I was supposed to go to SHOT Show. I have, for the longest time, wanted to go to SHOT Show. Not just to go, like, make videos or go look at different booths. I want to hang out with my friends that I've met over the internet for, like, over 5 or 6 years now. All these people that I want to see and want to hang out with. And sure, I've met with most of them, but never really in one time or really for one thing. Like, SHOT Show, we're going to go to SHOT Show. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? So because my trip was canceled, I have some time. And guess what just happens to be going on at the same time that I was supposed to be here this trapped weekend and stuck in Colorado Springs? I love Colorado Springs, by the way. Colorado Springs, I love you. With that said, my wife and her family, they're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas. I'm done. I can go home. I could go home. How about I just go to Vegas instead? That could be fun. I could see my friends. That sounds like a lot of good idea right there. And so in itself, this is an interesting video because I have to talk about something that I have been itching to do for a long time. One of the gunchannels.com major contributors is somebody by the name of Biker Bob. And if you see me holding this, you know exactly what this is going to be. Biker Bob is a cool guy. He's a cool guy. I like Biker Bob a lot. But he's always told me that he could disarm somebody with a knife and render them ineffective in fighting him. And so I told him, I'll give him an undershirt. You put an undershirt on and I will come at you with a Sharpie. This Sharpie is to represent the knife. And I will try and attack you. And understand, like, my background in in knives is Kali. So my whole, like, if there are any Filipinos watching this, like, understand, like, I trained in Filipino martial arts. I understand Kali, and I'm very passionate about the idea that knife fight or knife defense, or knife ability is a real thing that you should have. And so that's what this is. And he thinks he's going to disarm me of this pen that I'm going to attempt to mark him with, right? The 12 steps of Kali. I'm going to come in there and just 1, 2, 3. And give him a little marking. That's the goal. That is supposed to happen this weekend. That's all going to happen this weekend. So, very excited. I'm just very excited that I get to hang out with people like these YouTube people that I've always loved. I've always wanted to see in one place, and I get to hang out with them in that situation. So I'm very excited. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow, and I'm going to Las Vegas to see these cool people. I hope you come back and watch tomorrow for my travel vlog. Going to Las Vegas. I'm staying in the Bellagio. The Bellagio. Guys, question of the day. What is your favorite hotel that you've ever stayed in Vegas? For me personally, it's Caesar's Palace. And it goes all the way back to my 21st birthday. My 21st birthday, my mom and her boyfriend, who I call my stepdad, because, you know, whatever, set me up in the Caesar's Palace. I got to hang out there for the entire weekend. I didn't know anything about gambling at the time, but I sat down at the table, I played roulette, started with about $100, and I came out of there with $650-something on roulette. It's like a 47% chance of winning. You are guaranteed to lose in roulette. I came up huge. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Guys, give me a thumbs up. The end of the week, I'm both successful at work. Surreptitiously, I'm gonna go and see some of my favorite people, like people that I have been wanting to meet. And Bob, we don't have to go to Sharpie Town. We can just hang out, bud. We can drink Molson's and Moosehead. We can hang out. It's cool. It's cool. Very excited about this. Like gun channels. I get Marco. I get G-Webs. I think I might even see the Yankee Marshal in person. I don't know what's going to happen if I see the Yankee Marshal in person. Anyway, guys, post in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I would love it if you subscribed. I will talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. All right? Take it easy. See ya. I am literally like a kid before Christmas right now. I am so excited. I am so pumped up for this weekend now. And it sucks. It sucks big time because I thought that I would be going to SHOT Show, but I didn't because of work. But now I can still do a little bit.